the Super Ugly Show thing?
Yeah, I heard about that. They say it was got their episode 300. They're gonna call it quits, I guess, for the time being. I guess
Yeah, for a while until they find a new host or whatever. But
co-host to replace because I know it's John was the main third co-host for a couple years until he departed there, and so it's been Richie and Rocky for the time being. So it's been like that with a couple of guests here and there. Sometimes Rocky's wife Jessica would be there, or they have this guy, this Mark guy, or whoever it was. John
yeah,
would the
she was the
case.
first. She was the first wife in the community with the OnlyFans. So if
I know,
anyone
yeah, she
wants to
is.
see, her
Yeah,
OnlyFans, I think they have,
yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, they give a little previews. Well, they give a little preview. She gave a couple of previews, somewhat. Of course, censored as
Mm.
always on their Twitter page there. Yeah.
Well, you were the first. That was the first show that introduced you in the community, pretty much, right? Super
Yeah,
Ugly
pretty
Show.
much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, what it was is that I was watching some of Vince Russo's programs on YouTube there. Him
Yeah.
discussing, his disgruntlement with life, with WWE and everything else. My favorite from him was Bucketful of Chicken Necks, where he talked about his disgruntlement with pop culture in general.
Yeah.
And I just saw, looking around this video, I saw him make an appearance on this on this program called Super Ugly Show with these three cats from New York. So I listened. I figured out who they were, and then I'd start listening to them every Tuesday on YouTube while I was at my job there, or when I was at home if I had the day off. And then next thing you know, I get a Twitter for notification saying Farmhouse Network follows you, and so I checked Farmhouse Network and on and on and on and everything else. So that's how it all started there.
Yeah, I always liked everyone was a big fan of their background, their with the desk and everything.
Yes,
And
yes. The
um
setup they had, it was which basically was Rocky's basement, nevertheless.
yeah.
There, yeah. I remember calling in on that.
Remember that DJ Orlando
Yeah, I
from the
think.
Shark? He got in that argument with Ken or whatever
Yeah,
because
I remember
Ken
that.
was
Yeah,
doing voices or something,
yeah, I
and
remember
that
that.
was a good. That
Yes,
was pretty
yeah. Well,
funny.
I remember I remember the thing they had back in when the Hurricane Harvey was hitting H Town. It was the same time weekend that we had the McGregor Mayweather fight going on, the fight of the century. I called in on that. We had a good conversation there, here and there, a couple of times. I also called in on the other show they had, Unfiltered Marriage, AKA This Is Life, And so, of course, they had to change from This Is Life to Unfiltered Marriage
Right.
because of another program on Russo's band called That's About Life. That's Life, which is, I guess, words from a pastor, I guess, because Russo's a born again Christian there. So
Yeah.
I would listen to them while I was on lunch break at work a lot of times, and it's going to be sad to see them go, needless to say
Yeah.
there. So, but I imagine probably be. I don't know when they'll be coming back with the new co-hosts are there. So I guess we're looking at this as a kind of a hiatus for the time being for the two there. I
Yeah, I
know
mean, I like their show. I like a show that discusses weekly stuff on the
topics,
news. I mean, I
topics
know
there.
sometimes it gets boring with certain topics, but when it gets too political sometimes. But I know we kind of got to have that stuff here every now and
Yeah,
then,
that's
whether
true
it's
there.
political
Yeah,
or not. So
yeah, that's true there.
yeah.
Yeah. All right there. So
Well, let's go ahead and I'm gonna end the show. This is a pre-show. We're gonna get the music program going, guys. Stay here. We're gonna have a lot of rock news and go on with our list. And Dr. Brown's going live on his channel here,
I'm
and then we're
already
gonna bring
live on
Ark
my.
in here.
I'm already live on
Are
my
you already
channel.
live?
Yep, I'm already out. So figure start it now. When you tried, we did contact me. We're live right now. I said, you want to hurry the heck home and go live ahead of time there.
All right, yeah. All right, guys. So
Of
go
course,
to
we'll
the
get
other link.
I'm going to get
Yes.
Ark on the call here. He should be up and ready to go here. Blah blah blah. Okay, and I'm adding him right now, folks. Come on, dude. 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 Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to call the guy right now, and we're going to see what's going on. And there's Keith already and muted as well. There you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's happening, man?
No, not much.
Yeah, well, you know, The same over here. Just got home at a good time here to start the show a little bit early here. YR and call me to talk about the Super Ugly show there. So I figure we'll start the show, start my end early. Just for the fuck of it. YR was doing this a pre-show show there. So here we are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and of course, welcome everybody to Arknolia and the Doctor / Music Maniacs with me, Arknolia Strokelbean, YR, and Keith Rebarber here. And we're continuing our list of the musicians, performers that have departed from us throughout the decades. And I think we're still in the 1990s, I guess, right?
Right at the end.
All right, at the end. Let me start off with somebody I think you may have not have heard of, and probably not many people remember this guy except for their core audience. Um, this person, his name was Dwayne Rudolph Gotell. He was a keyboardist and a programmer for the Canadian industrial group Skinny Puppy. And the story about him was that he died from an overdose of heroin in his hometown of Vancouver in August of that year. And it was a couple months after the group disbanded.
One shot and glory in the crossfire overhead.
All right. Is your intro playing there, YR?
He's in his own world.
I think he probably has his intro, but we don't know that yet because. Let me check
his
here.
His intro is playing.
Ah, that's why.
Music memories.
I didn't realize that. My bad.
Dr. Brown, how's everyone doing? Ark?
Yeah.
Hey.
We are doing well there. That's right.
Well, let's dive into this Neil Young stuff for the list, because this is pretty big shit.
Let me explain. Well, let me explain first.
Yeah, explain it.
I was talking about one person that Ark forgot on this list during the mid '90s. Dwayne Rudolph Gotell, Skinny Puppy. He died from a heroin overdose at the age 31. He joined the group in 1986. He was also in a couple other side projects with another member, Kevin Key. They did projects like Download, Hild, Doubting Thomas, which is all pretty good stuff there. And sadly, his death occurred about a couple months after the group broke up in the June that same year. About the same time the O.J. murders went down the year before, the same night, June 12th. And sadly, it brought it into that industrial group there up until about 2004 when they came back a couple years after a reunion show. They released a new album and still together to this day. Remember, I saw them down in Houston, the Warehouse Live place in 2015 in October of that year. So we're still waiting on for them to come back, I guess.
Oh, you know what? I was watching some of your videos.
Yeah.
From a while ago. I believe the band was called Sabbath, Judas Sabbath.
Yeah, that was a project. I saw that at the concert.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Well, what it was is that I thought it was going to be first a tribute to both Black Sabbath and Judas Priest, because hence the name. And turns out what it was a metal project featuring James Rivera, the frontman of the band Hellstar, which is considered a longtime Houston veteran metal band from H-Town there. There was and I was kind of blown away because, wait a minute, this is quite interesting, but it's pretty damn good heavy metal there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Now, they did a couple of King Diamond songs, a couple of cover tunes here, a lot of originals here. And, of course, Rivera has another project called James Rivera's Metal Asylum, which when I saw them not too long ago, about a couple years back, they were doing a tribute to the Scorpions. Yeah. In fact, I have a picture taken with the guy on both my Twitter and my Facebook, by the way, there. You might want to scroll down and check that out there. If you ever get on those.
Did they play any Judas? Because the only one I saw they played was Screaming for Vengeance. Any other Judas Priest?
I think that may have been it so far there, if I remember. Because remember, this was in 2019 when I saw them. 2019? Yeah, it was. So couple years have passed since that. I've yet to even make it back to the concert pub in God knows how long since the pandemic struck us from behind.
They probably got it open now. I think they
Yeah,
got
they
it
have.
open
Yeah,
now.
yeah, it is open there. It is. They finally reopened many months back. Well, I should probably check to see who's playing there by chance. Maybe they have something good this coming weekend. Because mostly it's tribute bands for the time being there. But it's going to be. It's been a while. I need to get back out in the circuit there. But the thing is,
Yeah.
as I mentioned in the vlog I did last night, I want to get either change in my schedule because, remember, it's about 30 minutes from here where I live to downtown Houston to go to Numbers, and by the time I from the road I take out to get to the freeway there, it'll probably be about. I will probably make it there until about a little after midnight.
Right.
Yeah, so
What
if
time
I
does it close?
I think it closes at 2 or 2:30 there. I wish it would stay open to about 4 a.m. like the Leland City Club back in Detroit used to, man. But laws in different states and different cities vary. So,
Well, let's dive into this Neil Young stuff. 'Cause I know I want to, we have 20 more years of lists to do.
yeah, I know, yeah,
Which is fine.
You want me to
Um,
read
Take
the
that
article?
long.
yeah. Go ahead,
Go
man.
ahead, Keith.
Yeah, we
And
got to get
basically
into
for the
this,
people-
man.
But
Okay.
basically, the people out there, real quick, Keith. Neil
Yes.
Young, who everyone knows.
Yep,
Would y'all consider him a folk singer?
I consider
Not really.
he's in the classic rock genre. That's for sure. There,
Okay. All right.
Is he part of a band?
he was.
Crosby,
He was
Stills, Nash, Young.
Buffalo
He has a big
Springfield.
solo career.
Springfield.
Yeah.
Yep. Neil
He
has a
Young
big
and
solo
Crazy
career,
Horse.
too.
Yep.
Big, huge liberal too. So
Yeah, I
he's
know.
basically on Spotify, and we know Joe Rogan has a big contract there, and so he
Yes.
basically gave Spotify company an ultimatum. He doesn't agree with Joe Rogan's views on
The vaccination.
what's going on and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so he basically gave Spotify the ultimatum: take all my songs down or get rid of Joe Rogan. And they announced that they are going to be taking all of his songs down.
Oh
because
man.
Joe Rogan-
Oh dude.
Joe
Oh.
Rogan's their biggest, fucking, he's like
Sure,
Howard
because
Stern
Joe
goes
Rogan's a big
serious,
name, yeah. And I guess it's all because Rogan spoke out against vaccinations, I guess, right?
Yes.
Ah, so
Well,
it-
we can say
Oh
that.
man, I gotta get a different article. This one says to read the whole article, I gotta subscribe.
How
oh,
much
yeah.
is it?
I don't know.
Well, if it's
Fine.
$29.95, that's too much. Go to the free article. You know what
All
I
right,
mean?
Okay.
yeah.
Takes.
Um,
Okay.
started as folk.
Mm-hmm.
D. Dave Rose knows too.
Yeah, started as a folk artist. He's a Canadian artist as well. Came down with polio as a kid there, and I guess if that's correct, that's why I remember hearing a couple of times there. Became the guitarist for Buffalo, Springfield, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young many times, and of course had his solo career and his other group, Crazy Horse, as well. There did a lot of experimenting in the 1980s. There, look up Everybody's Rockin' with Neil Young with the Shocking Pinks, Trans, that half
Oh.
regular album and half computerized with the vocoder there. They use on some tracks like Sample and Hold and We Are in Control. And of course, we know him from his blues album, This Note's for You, which he spoke heavily about, Coca-Cola companies, using artists' songs for their music. Beer companies using Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood have featured them in their commercials as well. A lot of people spoke out against that, including
I think he
Chris.
smokes a lot of weed too, right?
I don't know. I don't know what he smokes
Well, his
or let
guitar
alone
strap, has cannabis leaves on it.
Yeah,
peace
that's
signs,
true.
but
Yeah, that's true there.
definitely a hippie and all that. He does the farm aid thing with
Yep, and New Willie Nelson and
Willie
Mellencamp.
and-
Yep.
But he's a huge, just a bleeding hard liberal, just super on the left, and obviously with his trying to do the cancel culture on
Yep.
Joe Rogan over there.
Yeah,
the great
and
Joe Rogan.
sadly he failed from what it looks like.
I wonder who like podcasters and stuff. Real quick, don't you fucking interrupt me. Real quick, No, I'm just kidding, Keith.
I know, yeah.
Who
Oh,
do
dude.
podcasters look up to more, Howard Stern or Joe Rogan?
I think it would probably be Howard Stern because, he's a veteran. I mean, like, he's an
Yeah.
icon in his own right. I mean, he's been doing this since the 1980s there. I remember him back before the 1980s, back in 1980 alone, when he was on W4, WWWW, which has long been gone for how many years
Yeah.
now, back in Detroit. He would come up with these interesting skits, these little interesting dialogues, and I would listen and enjoy. In fact, on YouTube, it has a clip of him discussing John Lennon's murder on when he was still on that station there. And
All right, well, Keith, you got the article? Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Brown. Go ahead, Brown. I'm sorry.
Wait, so
ahead.
Buffalo Springfield, they do that song for what it's worth, right?
Mhm.
Wow.
That is correct.
Wow, Keith.
Yep, that
Yep,
is correct.
That song is not about the Vietnam War. That song is about the LA riots.
Is that true, Ark?
I believe he's correct. He
Ah.
must have read that.
I see
Oh,
there.
real
I
quick,
see
quick
there.
sidebar before we go into that, Keith.
Yep.
Unless you want to save it for the end of the show, Brown. I sent him that video, that guy jumping off the bridge.
Yeah, you got to see this. Why are
And
you?
then Keith's going to compare his. Remember when he jumped out of the house? We're going to compare,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
the
Keith's
different-
was way
but the-
different, he was
Yeah,
saying.
way
but-
did. The difference is that Keith, you survived without a broken bone or something. You got injured a little bit there.
I broke both my ankles.
Yeah, but
And I
that
in
was
the
nothing
hospital
compared to what this guy went through. I sent YR a clip that I saw on Twitter there, and it was under the file Jeff Hardy where he was training for some reason, and I get
Wait,
people.
was that really Jeff Hardy?
No, it wasn't Jeff Hardy. It was
Oh.
some schmo in L.A. about a freeway. He jumps off of one of the bridges, and the area that's closed off, instead of jumping onto the big airbag that's underneath, he lands right on the ground. Now, I don't know if the guy
Well-
survived. Yes.
Probably not. He looked fucking dead.
Oh, man. But
yeah, he did.
yes.
Well, anyways, we're going way off topic. That was,
Yeah,
you
that
know, I just
was a
wanted to
trip
throw
there.
that out before I forgot because that was pretty good. But Keith, go ahead with the article.
Oh,
and then,
but also
Alright.
frightening as well there.
Yep. Spotify.
and we'll actually be having Gene Simmons from Kiss call in for a little bit. For the 15 minutes.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, Keith.
Go ahead, Sasha.
Spotify,
You don't believe it.
Spotify is removing Neil Young songs after he complains of misinformation. The singer decided to leave the streaming service because it gives a platform to Joe Rogan, whom scientists have accused of promoting falsehoods about coronavirus vaccines. Neil Young wasn't bluffing. Spotify said on Wednesday that it had begun removing the singer's music from the streaming service 2 days after he briefly posted a public letter calling on Spotify to choose between him and Joe Rogan, the Star podcast host who has been accused of spreading misinformation about the coronavirus and vaccines. Young's challenge to Spotify has become a high-profile, if unexpected, flashpoint in the battle over misinformation and free speech online. It has also raised questions about the power of performing artists to control where their work is heard. In a statement posted to his website on Wednesday, Young called Spotify the home of life-threatening COVID misinformation. He added,
Neil Young. I
Oh,
didn't do
God.
that. Neil Young said that. I didn't
Yeah,
say that shit.
yeah.
Neil Young. Go ahead.
Go
his
ahead, Keith.
criticism of Rogan, a comedian and actor who has become Spotify's most popular podcast host, sometimes speaking at great length with controversial figures, came after a group of hundreds of scientists, professors, and public health experts asked Spotify to take down an episode of Rogan's show from December 31st. That episode, featuring Dr. Robert Malone, an infectious disease expert, promoted several falsehoods about COVID-19 vaccines, according to group's public letter, which has issued on January 10th. Spotify said in a statement on Wednesday, "We want all the world's music and audio content to be available to Spotify users. With that comes great responsibility in balancing both safety for listeners and freedom for creators. We have detailed content policies in place, and we've removed over 20,000 podcast episodes related to COVID since the start of the pandemic. We regret Neil's decision to remove his music from Spotify," the server added, "but hope to welcome him back soon." Young's most popular songs like Heart of Gold, Harvest Moon, and Old Man have been radio staples for decades and have attracted hundreds of millions of streams on Spotify. In his statement on Wednesday, Young said that Spotify represented 60% of the streams of his music around the world. Young's music was expected to be fully removed from Spotify within hours. The news that the service was removing his songs was earlier reported by the Wall Street Journal. In his original letter, which Young addressed to his label, Warner Records, and his manager, he said Spotify has a responsibility to mitigate the spread of misinformation on his platform. I want you to let Spotify know immediately today that I want all my music off their platform. He added, they can have Rogan or Young, not both. The letter was removed from Young's website soon after it was posted, though it drew wide news media attention. Rogan, a comedian and actor, signed an exclusive podcast deal with Spotify in 2020 that has been reported to be worth $100 million through Spotify, though Spotify has not confirmed that figure. His show is the most popular on Spotify. Spotify has defended Rogan in the past, including after an episode that featured the conspiracy theorist Alex Jones in 2020. We want creators to create, Daniel Ek, the chief executive and co-founder of Spotify, told the Financial Times then. It's what they do best. We're not looking to play a role in what they should say. Spotify has 318 million monthly listeners around the world, including 172 million who pay for subscriptions, according to the company's most recent financial disclosures.
Birds?
What the fuck?
Is someone like smoking a bong?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, man.
Sounded like birds.
Here, pass it around, Keith. Pass
Oh
it
my
around.
gosh.
No, I'll be
Oh,
right back.
please.
Hold it.
And he walks away.
Oh,
Well, Ark, what do you think about this? You think Neil Young's scumbag for giving ultimatum?
I don't think he's a scumbag, but I think that was highly improper for him to do.
Yeah, it's like it ain't his fucking app. It's millions. I mean, not millions, but there's tons of artists on there. It's not just him. Like,
I just
But
find
hey,
it
it's his
ironic
loss.
that people on the left are the ones that want to suppress and cancel and all that stuff. And they
Yep.
accuse the right of doing it.
yeah.
I know. The left are so hypocrites, man. I hate the left. Like,
Well,
No, I agree. I mean, like this is one of those entitlement type of movies. So it's one of those
yeah, it's
bitchy.
like they were.
It's a
they were,
bitchy move.
They were saying Russia, Russia, Russia when Trump won, but then no one's allowed to question the Biden win. You know what I'm saying? That's
Exactly.
all we. You know,
Exactly.
I
They
don't
don't
want
want
to say too much here, but,
exactly.
yeah.
They don't want. They don't
I-
want.
Well, this
I
isn't
remember-
a political show.
I
That's true,
remember
then.
back in 2017, the first thing cancel culture did back in 2017. They tried to cancel that song "Baby It's Cold Outside." That's when cancel culture started.
I know, and I
2017.
remember hearing about that, which was a load of bullshit. But like, it's just this is the thing about the left that I cannot stand. You know, it's bad enough that they got to leave all these stupid values like, oh, borders should be open for all the people to take everyone's jobs, blah blah blah, and all the companies to hire the cheap ass labor, blah blah blah, while the
Yeah.
people who, but. But to complain about a Christmas song, to complain to have some streaming service to choose them over somebody else, is just completely stupid.
Yeah,
It's his loss. So.
It's more than wrong. It's retarded. It reeks of total self-absorbed selfishness. And you know what? And to be honest with you, this is probably one of the biggest reasons why, I cannot respect, let alone be friends, let alone hang around with people of that magnitude. Remember, let me explain. I think I don't know if I explained. I think I explained this to you. The last year in Detroit, we lived with my oldest, not really, excuse me, my girlfriend's ex-girlfriend's oldest son and his girlfriend.
Were they black?
No, they were white.
Oh,
They're all white. Everyone at that house that lived with us was white.
were they liberals?
Well, the girlfriend of oldest son was a liberal. She was expecting me, to give her money for this, give her money for that, help out with her baby, which was unborn baby, which was, by the way, was not mine. But she was one of those people who expected entitlement. These are the same people, and it got to the point where she was like threatening to kick me out. But keep in mind, in the state of Michigan, I don't know if it's here in Texas as well, it is illegal to kick out someone onto the streets if they have a pre-existing condition. In my case, was diabetes, type 1. So I had to stay there, but she would leave notes in my bed saying, "You owe me this kind of money. Pay up now. You owe me this." She was, but of course, the people say, "Well, she's pregnant. She's cranky." But no. If she wants to be cranky at someone, be cranky at the baby daddy for getting her pregnant and choosing games over getting a job. But the guy wasn't able to get a job because he had this mental condition there. He's one of those guys that does not like taking either advice or authority or any of that.
What is this? He's a big. Is he like Neil Young or what?
I don't know.
Like Neil Young?
No, he's not like Neil Young. But this guy was like, I don't know, but doctors weren't able to call with his what he has there. I still have yet to figure out, but still, this bitch was demanding I give her this, I give her that, because at the time I was doing online work with a conservative group as a moderator, and she was against that. The fact that and the computer I was using at that time was rigged up so I cannot log in. So that tells you right there kind of approach that she was doing. She was like one of those people. She wasn't one of those people like, whatever. That's your thing, not mine. She was like, no, you will not leak onto this conservative. You will stay away from the conservative websites. You will not work for them. She was one of those. You know what? I still can't stand her today. She's back in her home state of Florida.
Sickening.
Precisely. And you know what?
Yep.
I don't know
Did
how
you get
she
to bang her
is.
though. Still, did she still get to bang her? Or
No, I didn't got the banger. I would not. Because one, I would not bang in something that heinous, that malicious.
pillow over her fucking face and just fucking split her fucking open.
But I
you know what I'm
wouldn't- but-
saying? Just fucking give her the business. Fuck it.
But
I do have
but
three
if she has a
paragraphs.
sister, I'll definitely
Beat the
do her.
goddamn shit out of her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Keith,
interrupted
go
you,
ahead.
Keith.
I do have 3 paragraphs left in this article. You
Yeah,
want
go
me to
ahead.
read the last 3?
Yeah, let's
Finish it
pause
up, then we need to move on to the list.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
All right. In the past, Young has removed his music from streaming services only to quietly reinstate it. In 2015, after making compliments about the quality of sound on streaming, he took his music down from. Wait, I guess it's complaints about the quality of sound on streaming. He took his music down from all major audio streaming services, including Spotify and its biggest rival, Apple Music, but it was added back soon after. Although virtually all of Young's music had been removed from Spotify by Thursday, a handful of live recordings and other miscellaneous tracks remained. It is widely available for streaming elsewhere, including on Apple Music, Amazon, and YouTube. Young also operates a subscription service through his own website, Neil Young Archives, offering access to his entire catalog for $20 a year. On Thursday, SiriusXM announced that it was bringing back Neil Young Radio, a curated station that it had introduced last month. It will run as a satellite station for a week and for a month on the company's SXM app. All right, I'm done.
All right, there. So basically, they're gonna bring back some of his music, I guess, on.
Yeah, they have the different stations. Like I don't know if they have Beatles or not. I know they have Bruce Springsteen channel.
Yeah, they do that. They do that. The same thing with
Bob
Sirius
Marley
XM.
channel.
Yeah, they do. Sirius XM and Pandora Radio has that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it usually works there.
Kirk Franklin has his own channel on SiriusXM.
Yeah, the gospel singer. Yeah, we all have their own channels. The Beatles have their own channel. Bob Dylan as well. I think he has one of his own.
Yeah, Willie Nelson.
Now, keep in mind, most of these channels don't always feature the artist. They usually feature the artist, that's similar in the same genre as the main artist there. Like, if you have, like, say, if you go to the Springsteen channel there, it'll probably be Well, I'm talking Pandora, by the way. I don't know how Sirius XM runs there, but if they were going to have, if you go to the Springsteen channel on Pandora, you'll play some of those Springsteen after a commercial break there, and then all of a sudden after that they'll play something similar like John Mellencamp or Jeff Buckley or this folk artist or that artist there, something like Pearl Jam, some of the same genre. Needless to say, there.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's how they usually do it. Now, of course, that's Pandora, as I mentioned earlier. I don't know how it's Spotify, I don't know how SiriusXM, if it does it that exact same way. Now, if they were to have, I know sure they probably have a Prince channel, which definitely they could play everything related to Prince no matter what. Mostly Minneapolis stars from the 80s and 90s there. Because damn, Prince released a whole bunch of records. It still has material left over for crying loud.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Enough of that stuff. Neil Young bit the dust. Needless to say, he tried to have his own way, and it went regardless. So, shall we go on with the list, dudes?
Yes.
Well, yeah. Let's get.
Okay, Keith, did you mark down overdose on that guy that doctor was talking about?
Dwayne Gottell, Skinny Puppy. Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh yeah. There you go.
I just did this now.
Okay, first guy I got on the list. This was in April of 1999.
Yep.
It's a guy by the name of Skip Spence. Are any of you familiar with him?
I'm Skip. Not really. There. You may have to clue me in on this one here.
Okay, he was the first drummer for Jefferson Airplane and also Moby Grape.
Oh yeah, I see there. I remember hearing about that. Wait a minute. I remember seeing the behind the music, about the Jefferson Airplane and the Jefferson Starship there. He was one of the original drummers, and I guess they decided when the airplane decided to reunite in '89, they didn't bring him back for some reason there.
I'm not sure why, but I know he left Jefferson Airplane to do the thing with Moby Grape.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So he's
And
gone.
And the weird thing about that is Jefferson Airplane, when they were looking for a drummer, saw this guy somewhere and said, "Hey, that's our drummer," and he'd never played drums in his life.
Oh
He
my
had to learn
God!
how to do it.
Oh man! Oh, that's pretty much how the Go-Go's got started when you think about it. There.
Now the next two guys I've never heard of, and I've never heard of the group Zap.
Zap. Roger
Never heard
Taubman.
of him.
Yeah, Roger Troutman.
Yeah. So
He was
Roger.
murdered by his brother Larry Troutman.
Wow.
The next entry is Larry Troutman
Nice.
Wow.
committed suicide after murdering his brother.
Wow.
Nice.
That's a trip. And Zap, by the way, was one of those electronic funk projects. Say like More Bounce to the Ounce. Look up that song there, Keith, and I'll tell you that was one of his most notoriety songs. In the '87,
Okay.
he also had a
I
son.
had never heard of that, and I would have normally skipped him, but I looked at
That
how
was
they
a
died.
'80s
I
funk.
said, "Oh, I got to read that one."
Yeah. And by the way, Trotman also made appearance on a Jodeci record, if I remember as well. There, he was one of the first guys to use that vocoder voice changer. Well, basically make it sound like almost like a machine. There, like I said, look up "I Want to Be Your Man," "More Bounce to the Ounce," "I Can Make You Dance." Those tracks there, that was one of those big. That's one of his biggest hits right there.
Is that rock music?
No, it's funk music. Funk like
I
Rick
hate
James.
funk. Funk sucks.
Oh, why will probably
Good for
check.
you.
Fuck you.
And Bam, I don't know, Bam 6956. I don't know why you fronting on YR like that.
Uh-oh.
Bam's just a YR hater.
Yeah, I know that. That's true there. Okay, go ahead, Ark.
What's the problem now? What's the
Well,
problem?
he's an LOL. Rogan destroys young and listeners. LOL. New Young is a commie, just like Young Republican.
What?
What?
You're a commie?
Wait, Republicans aren't commies though.
Well, then he has to call Ken and Dave Rose commies because they don't like Jacob RP in their chat. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, that's true
Okay,
there.
next one I
be
got.
fair. Sharon's Karen. Go ahead. This
Go
isn't a
ahead.
drama show.
Yeah, precisely.
And remind me, I got a song to tell you about later that pertains to one of the guys in the community.
All right.
Okay, next one I got is a guy by the name of Daryl Sweet.
So he was the. Let me guess. He was the drummer for Nazareth.
Nazareth.
Yes.
Heart attack.
Yeah.
Natural causes.
Yeah. Sad. Look up the albums Razzmatazz, Hair of the
Great
Dog.
album.
Yep. Too Close for Rock and Roll, Malice in Wonderland. And you see what I'm talking about there.
Okay, I'm moving.
Moving on.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Still moving on.
Okay. Take your time.
Mm.
We got plenty of sidebars in the meantime.
Okay, next one I have here is a guy by the name of Bruce Day,
Bruce
who played in
Day.
a group called Pablo Cruz.
Pablo
Cruz.
Pablo Cruz. What you gonna do when she says goodbye? Cool Love. That was her last big hit. I remember hearing that on the radio a few times there.
Yeah, they actually had pretty decent amount of hits.
Yeah.
Unknown causes, so that's a question
Oh,
mark.
that ain't cool, Jared Ford.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
What did he say there in your chat there, YR?
I don't want to repeat it. It was
Okay there.
nasty.
But Pablo Cruz, they had a lot of good hits there. I guess it was often played nowadays on the jazz stations and soft rock stations back in the day there. You also got to remember what you're going to do when she's gone, like, I forgot that other song, dang gummit, what it is there, but son of a name goat.
Yeah, they actually had pretty decent amount of hits.
What?
What?
Son of a name. I never heard that.
No, I don't use God's name in vain there. God, I
No,
don't
you're
do
right.
that. No. So that's where it comes.
That is a bad habit people have. A lot of people, including
know.
myself, is guilty of that. It's not good.
I know, yeah, it's true.
Me and Drew need to chill out on that shit because we are.
I remember JB used to say that
Supporters of
all
the-
the time on the early episodes of Monetizes.
Me and Drew support the Lord, so we can't be. Drew, we got to watch our mouths with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we got some a few bars of soap for you in case you do stray out blind, dude.
Okay, I'm still moving on.
All right.
Yeah, Hoyt Axton.
Hoyt Axton. I've heard of him. He was like a country artist, right?
Yeah, but he wrote some songs you've heard before.
Mm.
One Ringo did. What the heck was it? Oh, the No No song.
Oh, I remember hearing that song many times. I remember it was on the it was on the 7-inch single when I first heard it. Saying no, I can't do no more of that stuff. I'm tired of waking up on the floor.
Yeah, heart attack, natural causes.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Although really, when you think about it, none of these are natural causes.
They're brought on by something when you think about it. There, where there's too much food, too much alcohol, too much smoking.
Okay, next one I got is Doug Sam, S-A-H-M.
Let me guess, Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs.
No.
Oh, my bad. What?
Sir
So it
Douglas
was.
Quintet.
Oh wow.
I think
What?
he was.
What?
I think he was the lead singer.
Oh.
She's About a Mover. You remember that song?
I think so. I remember there was this one. I remember seeing them play on the show Fridays on ABC
Right.
years ago, and they had this song, "You're Gonna Miss Me." I think it was the name of it. And I remember
That
this.
sounds correct. I think I remember that.
That was. I remember hearing that name a couple of times in the past.
Hmm.
Now and then, I a couple of times remember from shows, appearances I've seen on TV years back there, like the time I saw King Crimson on that same program, and Kiss debuted to two songs from The Elder on that show just as well there.
Yeah, well, Sir Douglas's biggest song was She's About a Mover.
Mm.
64, 65, somewhere in that range.
And he was from Texas, if I'm correct.
Yes, that is
Ah,
correct.
yeah, Texas own.
And I said heart attack, right?
Yes, he did.
Oh, all right. Okay. Got it. Yep.
Yeah, if you want to hear a pretty cool song, though, She's About a Mover is a pretty cool song.
All right,
actually.
there, I see there. All right.
Because she was walking down the street looking fine as she could be.
All right, there.
Hey, hey.
My.
No, that's Mr. Young.
I
again.
know. I had to throw that in there. My bad.
Rick Danko of the band.
Ah, I remember hearing that name a few times. Him, Garth Hudson, Bobby Robinson, Levon
Another-
Helm.
Another heart attack.
Oh.
Next one is Dave Sjogren,
Dave Sjogren? I don't know.
bassist for the Doobie Brothers.
Oh, wow.
Ah.
Ah.
And he died of Keith's favorite word.
Ammonia.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What?
Pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Or
Keith, you like that
pneumonia.
word?
Not really, but I
You-
get it.
Are you a supporter of the disease pneumonia?
None of us are.
Okay, next one I got is Curtis Mayfield, and he's actually the last
Ah.
entry of 1999.
Oh, man. Sad what happened to him back in 1990 there. He was about to do a show. A big it was a windy in the area that he was doing to do this show there. Never got a chance to even strike a note on his guitar, let alone sing a song, when a couple of big amplifiers fell right on him because of a big
What?
push and wind, and that caused him to be wheelchair bound for the remaining years of his life.
He died of complications due to diabetes.
Mm.
Ah,
Natural
damn. Oops.
Yeah, and
So
all,
that's natural causes.
and let's not forget his one of his main records, which I had in my collection years ago, the Superfly soundtrack.
Superfly.
Superfly. It was a black exploitation film directed by the son of Gordon Parks, Gordon Parks Jr. You remember? Look up black exploitation films. Like you'll find Shaft, Shaft's Big Store, Shaft Goes to Africa, Cotton Comes,
Blackula.
Blackula. You know?
I'm Shaft.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also look up Cotton Comes to Harlan with Red Fox in it as well.
That's
Black
Keith's favorite
Caesar.
community character is Extreme Shaft, right, Keith?
Yeah, I think he blocked me on Skype.
Nice.
Oh, well.
Yep.
What year are we
Shouldn't
on?
have been calling him.
What
We're
year are we
moving
on?
to the 2000s.
Yep.
I think it's good that he blocked me on Skype.
2000s, folks.
We're on the 2000s, everybody.
Yeah, let's see how long this lasts. Dave Peverett, excuse me.
Oh, Dave's.
Dave,
Lonesome Dave.
the lead singer and rhythm guitarist for Foghat. Cancer.
Renal cancer.
Yep. He
That was a group that had a lot of good material.
Yeah. Stone Blue, I Just Want to Make Love to You, Boogie Motel, Somebody's Been Sleeping in My Bed, The Essential.
Third Time Lucky.
Third Time Lucky. I remember that song. That was a good ballad from them. And, of course, we cannot forget The Essential, Slow Ride.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
like the one big
That's their big one.
song.
The
Yeah.
big one there.
In many, I'm sure, many commercials, many movies, right?
Yeah,
Many
Jim.
shows and-
Remember, yeah. Jim Carrey mentioned him. He was in this hippie character on the MTV Movie Awards one time, and from that moment on, some of their stuff started getting replayed on the radio, mostly on the classic rock stations there, of course, including Slow Ride.
And Foghat was out in what year were they popular? 70?
70s, throughout the
For the most
70s. There.
part.
Yeah. I remember seeing them opening up for the band Triumph at the Joe Louis Arena back in '83. It was my first concert there, and my first in the Joe Louis. Let me rephrase myself. It was my very first concert. Period. You know.
Yeah. And they were at Aftermath because a couple of those guys were in a group called Savoy Brown.
Ah, yes.
Did you hear? Did they play the song "Lay It on the Line"? Dr. Brown, lay it on the line.
Yo, Triumph? Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. Oh, they got to play that song. That's one of their quintessential songs there.
Yeah.
All right, there.
Okay, the next one I got is, I don't think any of you have heard of it, but we'll try it.
All right. Oliver.
Good morning, Starshine.
Ah.
And who's outside?
Me, I am.
And I hear the airplane
Do you
in
have
the back.
bears out there?
What, he taking a shit out?
No, no bears. No, but
Shit
my
on
Are you going to
house-
use a rabbit to
It's
wipe
like-
your ass with? Remember that joke?
My house is surrounded by 3 airports in a triangle. So there's planes over my house all the time.
Oh, wow.
Another natural cause is lymphatic cancer.
Ah. I see there.
Yeah, if nothing else, I'm getting a medical discourse.
All right.
Ian Dury.
Ian Dury from Ian Dury and the Blockheads. It was a well-known, I guess they were a punk band, I guess?
I think so.
Yeah.
Colon cancer.
Oh. I think one of the members of Beatbox Deluxe became a member of this group, if I'm correct.
Could be. To be honest, I don't know.
I'm trying to remember the name myself there, but it's difficult at this moment here. Got to look it up sometime to refresh my memory.
Then there's Joe Jaramillo.
Joe Jaramillo?
Yeah,
Dr. Brown.
Yeah.
Dr. Brown. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Cannibal and the Headcomers. Not Headcomers. Headhunters.
Oh, that's the name of the band. I thought this guy was actually eaten up by the cannibal at first.
No, his was another natural cause, is cirrhosis of the liver, which actually that's generally caused by drinking.
Yeah.
Generally.
I see there, yeah.
Yep.
Ooh. Steve Waller
Steve
was a
Waller.
member of a group by the name of...
You know what? You know what song I was listening to today? I was listening to "There Goes My Baby" by the Drifters.
What?
Good song there.
Wow, that's
What, on the-
60s.
Wow,
On the radio?
that's
It was on the radio, Keith? Or you
No,
went
I
out of your
played
way?
it on YouTube on my phone.
Wow.
good. That's a start there.
Hey, Keith, I'm impressed.
Thank
We
you.
all are, yeah.
Yep.
You want to keep on with Drifters, try Under the Boardwalk.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a
I
classic
know
right
that song.
there.
Congratulations,
I
brother.
don't really like that song.
But it's a good song. Either way, it'll grow on you. Keep listening, it'll grow on you eventually
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
And then
And
from that,
listen
you
to some Judas Priest, Keith. You know what I'm saying?
listen. Yes.
Yo, the guy has
Go into
fucking,
that.
the guy has Sammy Hagar in concert coming to his town on Saturday, and he's like, I mean, Keith, that's
14. It's gonna be a 14-minute drive from my house.
Jesus Christ, bro.
But
Wouldn't you love to
I'm
go
going-
see
I'm
them,
going to-
Brown?
I would
Sammy
like
Hagar in the Circle, perform all this Van Hagar hits.
Well, it
you
would be
know?
nice. Well, where is he going to be playing
Yeah,
there?
probably his single stuff.
His
Well, like
solo-
I heard
solo-
him on, because he goes on to Eddie Trunk a lot. He says, obviously since Eddie's passing, he's gonna try to do more
Van Halen
Van
material
Hagar
there.
stuff. Yeah, like Van
When,
Hagar stuff. Like,
when he was in, obviously there because as a
he
homage to the
said
guy.
Montrose stuff, his solo stuff, but most of he really wants to carry that Van Halen flag because no other, who I mean, Roth is retired basically. He canceled his last shows in Vegas because of the stuff, but
Yeah.
there's no other besides tribute bands carrying that torch, carrying that flag or whatever. So
Right.
That's
the
true there.
Sammy Hagar in the Circle, man, that's your best bet. And his voice is still
Intact.
Still
thank
really
goodness.
good. I mean,
yeah.
honestly, he's like 70. How old is he? 70 something.
Somebody 70 something. I'm not too sure there, but it's around
But
that
I
rate.
mean, he
Around that
still really
race.
sings
Yeah,
really
it is.
good.
Yeah. So credit to him. And you got to remember, Sammy Hagar did put out some great songs, like the one he did with Loverboy's Mike Reno, Heroes.
Mm.
That was a good one
Three
there.
Lock Box.
Three Lock
I
Box.
Can't Drive 55.
Yeah. And also, let's not forget, Love or Money from 1980. I remember first time hearing that song on the radio there. I'll Fall in Love Again a year later there when he signed with Geffen Records. And who cannot forget the song Heavy Metal? Now, if you want to hear a badass
Can you play
song,
that?
can I play?
Can you play that?
I can work on it. Yes, I definitely. It's a badass song, and I recommend.
And that's different from the heavy metal that Blue Oyster Cult did.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot more heavier, lot more heavy. It's heavy song, no doubt. Look it up on YouTube there with the clips from the heavy metal movie. That's the version I prefer. Go ahead.
Beast Incarnate says in the chat, Heath, I thought you don't listen to music anymore.
Yeah, well, Beast Incarnate, the song popped into my head this morning, and I really wanted to hear it, so I just turned on YouTube on my phone, and typed it in and listened to it.
Vikings, you can drop that link in the chat, please, sir.
Yeah.
Ken's going live in 15 minutes.
Oh, really? What's that? What's it going to be? Can I convert it, or can I talk, or I don't know. Well, tell you what.
Convert it, but we'll see what happens.
I'll have to wait and see there.
Okay, next one I got is Steve Waller.
Steve
Manfred Mann's Earth Band.
Manfred
Liver
Mann's
disease.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, surely you've heard of Manfred Mann's Earth Band.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, everyone has. People my age, at least.
Blinded by the Light.
Blinded by the Light, For You, Springsteen covers. Those are the two most played songs. I should look up that song. I haven't heard that in a long time. That is a kick-ass song. For
Really
You,
is.
I'm speaking of, yes. And of course, we all know Blinded by the Light like the back of our hands.
Spirits in the Night.
Yeah, that's really another Springsteen song.
Right.
Jeez.
Michael Hartman, guitarist for David Lee Roth and Jeff Beck.
Oh, wow.
He was only 24.
Wow.
Cystic fibrosis.
All right.
Natural causes.
Wow.
Damn.
Yep.
Paul Young, Mike and the Mechanics.
Oh, yeah.
Sad Cafe.
Oh, wow. And he was wanted to be called Paul Young #1. So people won't, because he was out before the singer Paul Young. The other British singer there, who had that cover of Daryl Hall and John Oates' "Every Time You Go Away."
Heart attack.
All right.
Okay.
And
Jerome Smith, Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Keith, can you give us an update on the list after this last Casey and Sunshine Band death, please?
Yes.
Oh, boy. I don't know how you're going to classify this. He was crushed by a bulldozer.
Huh?
Damn.
You have natural causes?
I don't know if you'd call that natural or not, but I don't know what you call it because
accidental.
How in the world did he get crushed by a
accidental.
bulldozer? Was he not? Was
me.
Was the guy driving the bulldozer looking the other direction? Like, oh, look at that piece of ass walking down the street. Oh shit!
I don't know. Either that or the guy was walking, wasn't watching where he was going, and the guy driving the bulldozer wasn't watching what he was doing.
So,
who knows?
Accidental, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So
here you go.
accidental.
There
Want
you
me
go.
to say the whole list or just the top two? Or what?
The numbers.
All the numbers.
Okay, in
With the
first
categories.
place, 96 with natural causes. Second place, 39 overdose. 21 plane crash. 15 suicide. 10 car crash. 10 shot. 7 accidental. 5 unknown. 2 stabbed.
Wow.
Okay, next one I got is Jack Nitsky.
Nitsky. I don't
Crazy
know.
Horse. The Rolling Stones?
Ah,
Oh, probably did session work with the Stones there.
Yeah, cardiac arrest.
I'm gonna put a poll in the chat. What would you rather die of, Keith? What would you die? What if you had to pick? What would you want to die of?
Right.
Suicide.
What?
What?
Oh, I guess no. Okay, I don't know. Give me some options.
I'd like to go to sleep one night and just simply not wake up.
That would
Yeah,
be my
like-
that'd be
Oh,
my
that's
choice
cool.
as
Or
well.
would you want to get hit by a car? Would you want to,
Oh,
get shot in the
What about
face?
drug overdose? Drug
No.
overdose.
All right, cool.
no.
No, not
yeah.
even
Good
really.
God.
Jeez, dude.
Okay.
Natural
okay,
causes
yeah,
for me. Go ahead.
Yeah, natural causes. Yes.
Right.
Okay, next guy I got is Aled Woods. He was a member of the Allman Brothers Band and Government Mule. Hey, and drug overdose.
Wow.
All right. 40 for drug overdose. 97 for natural causes.
Yeah, we'll reach 100 here in a minute.
All right.
David Brown of Santana.
I don't think I've heard of that. I heard of Santana, but not David Brown. I guess was the original lineup or something else?
I'm not sure. Hang on, I'll look.
Because
Liver kidney failure.
Santana's had a lot of lineups in their group there.
Oh, I'm getting my
Says he
new
was a primary
headphones.
bass player from 1966
Nice.
to 1971.
I see there, yeah.
I'm getting my new headphones between tomorrow and Tuesday.
All right.
There's nothing between tomorrow and Tuesday. Oh, yes, there is. There's a bunch of days.
Yeah.
What are you gonna get, Steve Vai brand?
The Dr. Dre
I don't-
Beats
I
one?
forgot. Oh, I forgot the brand.
Oh, jeez.
I'll look it up.
Vikings, what would you like to die of? A heart attack?
Oh, where is he in your chat right now, I guess? Let me look it up, yeah.
He said overdose.
I see it, yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, the next guy, I'm pretty sure Dr. Earl knows who this is.
Yep.
Let's see if YR or
Yeah.
Keith know.
Okay.
Benjamin
Yeah.
Orr.
Never heard of him.
No.
He was the singer and bassist for the band The Cars.
Oh, the Cars. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he sang on Just What I
Right.
Needed,
Yeah, I'm a big Cars guy.
Drive.
Drive as well. That was a
What?
big one there.
Where
I
do
love
you
that
have
song.
to go?
In fact,
I
he
I
had
like
a
the song "Counting Blue Cars."
Oh, y'all remember that Drive song?
yeah, we remember.
Yeah,
Yeah, from
that's a great
1984.
song.
Yeah, that was a big
They
hit.
used to be the CMO.
Yes, I remember. You still made your
Remember?
version when Simo would come on Metal Maniacs.
Pancreatic cancer.
Yeah,
Other natural causes.
yeah. And also look up a song called "Stay the Night." It was a solo from a solo record he did in 1985. There, because it's called "The Lace," I think it was called. That track I mentioned was a hit single from that release there. Pretty good song there.
Okay, and Keith let us know we had 100 on that one.
Okay. One away. We're at 99.
One more
Okay.
to go.
Scott Smith, member of Loverboy.
Oh wow, he was the bass player, correct?
I believe that's correct.
Oh yeah.
Boating accident, drowned,
Oh,
lost
wow.
at sea.
Wow.
So that's a drowned one if you got that.
That
Okay.
would be the worst. That would probably. You know what? That would be
Accidental.
the one death I wouldn't want. Would to be in a boat, lost at sea, sinking. Like it's very very scary.
Very
Especially when it's
scary.
cold out.
Especially when the lyrics to "Trapped Under Ice" by Metallica pretty is what comes to mind when I hear about that. Remember, that's how we lost both actress Natalie Wood and Dennis Wilson of the Beach Boys.
And Randy California,
Yeah.
Spirit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
And
that's
Keith
right.
are on hormones, Vikings, not heroin. Hormones.
was that?
I don't know. Probably somebody Keith's house there, I guess.
Yeah.
We had 18 watching on this music program, and that's what it's all about, guys.
That's good.
Beating Tony numbers with a music show, non-drama. Thank you,
Thank
all
goodness.
you
Yep.
out there.
Well, Tony's
My-
easy beatable because he's a queef bag.
Correct,
Okay. Next one is Mike Smitty Smith, Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Ah,
Ah,
I believe he was the drummer.
all right there.
Natural Causes.
And also look up the song Kicks from them because that was one of the
Oh,
first.
that's a great song.
And also one of the first anti-drug songs to emerge out into the public there.
We're at 100 with natural causes.
There we go.
Okay. John Phillips.
From the Mamas and Papas.
Congratulations, that is correct.
Yeah, he wrote California Dreamin', Monday
Oh, yeah, I know
Monday.
that song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he was kind of like the main
Songwriter.
one.
Yeah.
Heart failure. And he was Mackenzie Phillips' father.
Yeah, Mackenzie Phillips, who later, I guess, I'm going to bring up a little bit something here as a sidebar. You remember,
Please do.
yeah, please. There was a book that Mackenzie put out. Now, her and her father were major drug addicts back in the day. There was a section in the book that really raised a lot of controversy in the press and the media here. Said that there was something that possibly they may have done one another there, to put it in more later terms. Let me because they were both high as kites there. Let me put it on.
sex.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want.
Sex with-
I know that, man.
Ah.
I know that, but I didn't want to be a little bit more explicit there. I want to keep it as calm as I can. Let me. Son of a bitch! Come on, I'm getting the wrong. I'm
They
trying to
had
look.
relations other than family.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me look up there. I'm sure to be on here. Ah, son of a bitch. Keeps coming up there. I'm trying to get to Google Chrome on my phone here. I'm like, okay. All right. Mackenzie Phillips book. Okay. All right there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. She wrote a number of books there, and okay, Principal Rebarber here. Now, there was, of course, a decades-long sexual affair between the two there when she was 19.
God.
And I'm going to go to CBS News here, right? And, oh man, this is going to be a trip to listen to here. And no, I don't want to abuse CBS
Wait.
News and Krogo Chrome either. I hate when they do that. There was a drug
Get
addiction.
started starts in 1 minute.
Okay, just a minute there.
Okay.
I'm trying to read this here. The drug addiction admissions. Then there was including how her father taught her how to roll joints and how he injected her with cocaine. Yep. Yeah, that's what the details in the book here. She had to go to rehab for drug addiction. You know, the story that her father injected her with cocaine because he was a major addict as well. And this another shocker was dropped on Oprah. The reason why she stopped having sex with her father. I came up pregnant and I did not know who the father was. The implications, the reality of that, I had an abortion, I never let him touch me again. Her father paid for the abortion. Mackenzie, who was a teen star in the series One Day at a Time, is using her latest television turn to promote her tell-all book, High on Arrival, which had a fair share of shockers in it. Perhaps the most striking is the sequence of events that led to her having sex with her father. He had visited her. Yeah, he had visited her the night before her wedding in 1979. He didn't approve of the matchup and wanted to stop her. Instead, they got high and banged each other there. Mackenzie Phillips wrote, "I woke up that night from a blackout to find myself having sex with my own father. I adored my father. I waited him over and over again. I was constantly trying to get his attention, and this deep visceral needed to get his attention. Covered it with heroin, cocaine, alcohol, marijuana, barbiturates, everything you can think of. Over time, your perception of things as they should be, and the world as it is, the rules of society became warped and twisted. Mackenzie also told on the Oprah Winfrey show that her siblings definitely had a problem with this. Winfrey read a statement from Gwen Jem, pronounce her name, or whatever, the wife of John Phillips at that time, alleged abuse, and Mackenzie's stepmother, Waite's statement, that's the wife of John Phillips here, Genevieve, I think that's how it's pronounced, Genevieve Waite, Mrs. Waite, we'll call her Mrs. Phillips. She said in a statement that Johns was incapable, no matter how drunk or drugged up he was, of having such a relationship with his own child. Now, Phillips's mother is Susan Adams, the first of John Phillips's 4 wives. He was also married to 8 years to Michelle Phillips, who was also a member of the Mamas and Papas, and also starred on the CBS drama show Knots Landing for a couple of years in the 80s there. Phillips had long acknowledged for having drug issues. She told that she first tried cocaine when she was 11 years old. Her father did drugs with her, taught her how to roll joints, injected her with cocaine. Phillips also said she's been clean for a year after pleading guilty to possessing cocaine and entering a drug treatment program. She said she finally confronted her father in the early stages of the abuse, which she described as rape. Wow. That was a trip, man. That is indeed a trip.
Unbelievable. The Mamas and the Papas.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yeah.
Wow, that is crazy.
Beyond crazy, man. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Next one I got is a guy by the name of Joey Ramone.
Oh
Gee,
my.
I wonder what group he was a member
Oh,
of.
we all know like the back of our hands. That struck me hard because I was a big Ramones fan when I was a teenager there. Rocket to Russia, End of the Century, Psychotic Jungle, Too Tough to Die. That was my favorites from them. And it was cancer that took his life there. Apparently it was.
Lymphomania.
Yeah, and he had just released a solo record entitled "Don't Worry About Me," which he sang in praise of some Maria anchor woman from CNN. I guess he was supposed to go on a date, but someone came up at the last minute there, and he was, I guess, in his 40. I guess he was 41 at that time there.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
Already moved.
Yeah. All right there, and go ahead, our Ark.
I'm looking.
Go ahead.
Oh, my best friend, he's gonna marry this girl named Maria.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
And
Thought I was your best friend.
Well, you're my best community friend.
All right.
so your friend's getting married?
Yes.
My condolences.
Oh, thanks. Yes. Thanks.
Okay, next one I got is Leon Wilkerson. Leonard Skinnerd.
Oh yeah, he was the bass player for the group.
Natural Causes.
Wow. Yeah. I think Gary Rosington is the only original member of the group, if I'm correct. Renowned these days.
What about Collins?
Alan Collins, he died he died years ago.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I think he reported to Dad on a couple of episodes back there.
Ronald Townsend.
The
Fifth Dimension.
Oh, okay. Because I remember there was a Stanford Townsend band back in the day there.
Them.
Okay, there.
Renal failure, kidney disease. Gee, I sure like to hear that.
All right. Okay.
I'm still looking.
Wow. Is this one the computer that you're getting all these from there?
No, from my head. Yeah, computer.
Yeah. I wish I had a good memory there.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
But I'm skipping people I've either never heard of.
Ah,
Or
so you got to so you're basically looking for the ones that the ones that fit the
that I think
description of the
people have
show.
heard of
Yeah.
out of our group.
Yeah. Out of our range. Right there.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, there.
Wait, can you hear me?
Ooh, we
Loud and
didn't know
clear.
you were gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man.
Well,
Sorry.
I mean, I was listening. I was listening to the.
Oh,
Okay, there.
I've heard of this guy, but I doubt any of you have.
All right.
David Mcwilliams.
I don't think I have.
He did a song called Days of Pearly Spencer in like 66, 67.
Days of Pearly Spencer.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty decent song.
All right, there.
Heart Attack.
Oh.
It kind of went along the lines of the things that were going on with the Irish and the English.
Right there. I see there. So he's like an Irish and got a UK singer.
I think he was actually Irish, yes.
Okay, there. Makes sense.
Pretty decent song if you ever get a chance to hear it.
All right. And shout out to the guys who make that good Irish butter that we get each week from the store there.
Okay. Mick Tucker,
Mick Tucker, the drummer from Sweet.
leukemia.
Yes.
Another natural causes.
Wow. Because I
I expected a bunch of drug overdoses.
Yeah. I met back when I saw Sweet perform at the Ritz and Rosehill back in 1990. I was happy to get his autograph on my old copy of Desolation Boulevard. I also got the Andy Scott's Boulevard, Andy Scott's autographs just as well, and the two other guys that were involved with them, involved in that group at that time there. I forgot the other guys' names, but it was a singer and a different bass player there. Apparently Steve Priest, who at that time was married to Michael Jackson's publicist, apparently they kept calling him, but he never returned. Never returned a phone call. So they decided to go on with the people. Going on with go on the road with the new singer, new bass player there. Phenomenal show, by the way.
Okay, next one I got. I lost.
Who?
Oh, here he is. Speedy Keen.
Speedy King.
Keen.
Keen.
They say he was associated with The Who
Ah,
and Thunderclap Newman. In fact, he wrote that song, Thunderclap Newman, with Big Four Something in the Air.
I gotta look that up sometime there.
Heart failure.
Heart failure. All right.
Because, again,
All right.
oh, Joe Shermy.
Dr. Earl,
Yeah.
what do you think? Oh, can I bring up a drama question?
Yeah. Go ahead.
What do you think about Tony from Revere?
Moron. Moron.
Yeah,
That's all
I
I'm
think
gonna
that-
We
say.
brought
think,
this up in the
that's-
middle of this.
I think that's going to be the topic on Converted tonight after the news story.
And I think
No, it's gonna be all news tonight. No drama.
no,
All
yeah.
right. This is a fucking music show, Keith. The fuck you doing?
Three Dog Night.
God damn.
Oh yeah. Who was the guy from 3 Night who passed away?
Joe Shermer.
I see there.
Heart attack.
And he was the one of the members of the band, I guess. Always.
I'm looking. Give me a minute.
Love that group.
Bass player.
I see there. Yes. All right. Because I know there was one of the members of I guess one of the guys in 3 Dog Night passed away, And for the while there, it was just the two guys going on as Three Dog Night. I guess Corey, what's his face there, was not allowed back in the group because of the too many drug issues in the past there. I guess
Yeah.
Corey Wells was the one who passed away, I guess, years on down the line.
Yeah. Next one I got is Kevin Kelly, who was a member of the Byrds.
Hmm.
Of course, the Byrds had a lot of guys go through them.
That's true there.
Natural causes.
Ah. Wow. So Natural Causes has a winning streak, definitely for sure there.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's had that for a while there.
this is true.
Yeah. All right.
Still looking.
All right.
Well, no.
Uh,
I'll do it anyway.
okay.
Dave Williams of Drowning Pool.
Oh yeah. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he
I
was.
love that song.
Yeah, he was nicknamed. He was given the name Stage by the singer from Pantera one time. I remember hearing, and I guess it was some sort of was it natural causes or something like that?
Yeah, heart failure caused by cardiomyopathy.
Oh wow. And now, of course, Drowning Pool would later get themselves a couple lead singers there, and they would have one hit song, which I on the radio there, which name I forgot, but
Bodies at the floor.
no, that was after that was years after that. Then when they had a different singer there, it was played a few times in the early 2000s when I was still in Richmond, Michigan.
I mean, the first song I know from Drowning Pool is Bodies.
Yeah, that was their only big one there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think they had like a few hits after that that you could hear on Octane.
Yeah.
Octane plays Brand New Rock from 2000 to right now.
Ah, maybe you can look them up on Spotify.
No, Octane is on Sirius XM.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
the greatest. I mean, to me, it's the greatest rock station ever.
I see there.
It plays hard rock from 2000 to right now.
I see there. The current stuff there that's being favorable, like Five Finger
Yep.
Death Punch.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is Daryl Deloach,
Mm-hmm.
Iron Butterfly.
Oh,
Ooh, this is a long one.
yeah.
Hepatocellular carcinoma, liver cancer.
He being a puppy.
All right.
Yeah.
We got 2 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes for what?
What?
To
Converted.
midnight?
Converted.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant 2 minutes to midnight.
I think it's earlier than that.
No, I have
Should
to
we
wait.
end the show or?
Well, I don't know. I have to wait and see there.
I think we should end the show when King goes live. 'Cause
Alright,
we've been on
Yeah.
for
For over an hour. Yeah, about 70.
over an hour anyway.
Yeah, over an
Yeah.
hour. Probably 70.
An hour and 14 minutes.
Ah, okay. So 75 minutes either way there.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and end it now.
Okay, there.
All right.
And we'll continue next coming Monday here. And thank you to everybody who was watching on both my end, YR's end, and Arknolia's end there.
Thank you.
All right. And,
Into the chat.
oh, there. Okay, I'm going to get some stuff done right now and at the house, as I always do at this time here. So we'll call it